All right, let's talk about good and bad products, right? So, there's two kinds of ways we determine if it's a good product. One, does it sell? That's the biggest one. That's the one that you can arbitrage off even if you can't find if you can't find margin on one of these sites. So, if it's one, can you sell it? And if it's selling, right? Those are two things, right? Can you sell it? And if it's selling, and then can you find it with a decent enough margin you can buy it, right? So let's go to in one that does not sell. I'll show you exactly why it does not sell, right? So this Netgear, so I just picked a random product. See, if I look at the keep graph, look at this keep graph. There's only one seller and there's one product inside of it, and it's just a straight line. That is not good. That means this guy has not moved the price up or down. It means he hasn't sold out or sold any of them, right? That is not good. When you see a straight line, it's you should stay away from it with all cause possible, right? That's not good to see at all. And if you check your Jungle Scout or you check your Jungle Scout, it's not come up as anything because there's no sales line. Reason why it won't come up with anything is because it's computer network switch. That's a subcategory. The categories are the main categories on Lacroi chart. That is the main thing with the Lacroi chart. Is it is the categories that work well, right? In terms of use this new, so one thing about this new, right? I would say the new could have worked, but it looks like it's not working now. This guy probably bought one, it sold out. See, this is new. This is something that you'll see sometimes is it did sell out, right? Which is this is good, but this is not good. So there's only one seller. He sold out. There's only one seller now again, and he's been dropping the price dramatically just to get it gone because it hasn't moved. That's another thing that's not good. Those are two loser products. This is a loser product. You would not touch it because of those reasons. Even though we're able to sell it in terms of where you can send it in, but we do not want to sell it because it does not sell. All right. Also, we'll talk about margin right here next. So let's jump back to this PetSafe. So this PetSafe, we'll go at PetSafe 900s. So right now, if you take the PetSafe 900, this one's selling for $12.99, zero bids. This one's selling for $70. This one's selling for $25. So realistically, let's go with this one that we know we can buy for. That's $70 up top. The market's starting to go up now because there's a lot of people, there's only one other person buying this in terms of that scale. So they're starting to buy a lot of these products up. So that's the reason why it becomes very, very they're buying these up, right? But if you look at the Amazon listing, so if we look at two things. One, is our margin good enough? So $70, I think, can be bought at $70. That means they're making $70 for every $70 spent. That is very good money, right? And it sells really quickly. That's a 101% ROI, return on investment, with a 42% margin, right? That is a very, very good money. And especially if you're selling 50 to 100 of those a month, that's a lot of money, right? So if you're selling 50 of those a month, that is $3,500. No, even more than that. I do the math on my phone real fast. It's like $35,000, right? 70 times by 50. No, $3,500. Yes, and 500 to make 35,000. But this is a really good margin, right? So this is a winning product because of the margins there, and because it sells, right? You can tell it sells really well compared to that Netgear. This sells very well. See all this movement. We're looking for a lot of movement. The more movement that's there, and then you can find a margin. So it's one, does it have movement? Yes, does it have movement? Two, can you buy a product cheap enough? Cheap enough. This is at $70, even less, $12, $25. You can get it for $25. You can make a lot of money on it. And can you sell it for cheap enough to make money on it? Yes. That is a good product. This PetSafe is a good product to do because you can sell it. It has a lot of movement, and you can buy it at a good price. This is a good product. Compared to this Netgear, this is a bad product, right? That's something that's interesting as well. So let's say even if we go to, like, let's say Linksys. Let's find a Linksys product that's moving a lot. Like these valves are usually pretty good. So these valves are selling a lot of product. I'll show you what a good product is in terms of a selling product, but a bad product is just in terms of your margin gets smashed, right? So see all this movement. This is what we're looking for, is a lot of movement. Even down here, this is a lot of movement. You can sell these used. We sell these used, honestly. These used are pretty good. See this it's just chucking up and down. Very, very good movement. It's like, if you ever go fishing, like if you fish, like you wanna have your your bait to be moving in the water. This is very good. You want to have a lot of movement. But if we check out, let's see what this is. This is the 390, I think. I'm just checking to see what model this is so I can look it up on eBay. This is the 3. So watch out, series and then model, different stuff, guys. We'll jump into that in the future. But let's say I go up here. Let's go. Access. Okay, so let's say we want to look at that. Okay, this is a great example. This is a great example. That's not bad actually. Let's see if this is actually new. So this one right here, it's selling for 270, right? 270. So you pick one of these up real fast. And then we're gonna jump into how to use our software in the future, which speeds up this process. It's selling for 270. This could actually make you money already, but it's not a lot of money. So we try to stick between, like, we'll jump down to 30% ROI. That's what the least we'll go. If you want to jump out at 20%, more than welcome to. But let's say, so this is a good product in terms of it moves fast on Amazon, but it's a bad product because it does not hit our margin, right? But if I can get this for $200, if I get this for $200, that's when it becomes a very good product to buy as well, right? Even though it's a good product to sell. Is it a good product to sell? That means does it have a lot of movement on Amazon, and can you tell that it has a lot of movement on Amazon? I'm gonna jump into this as well. We also use Jungle Scout to determine if. So I showed you Keepa. Now it's gonna be Jungle Scout. This thing up here. See if this pops up. So monthly sales, there's 600 monthly sales. This means this is a great product to sell. We'll sell things that sell one a month. I had some massive margin products. I sell once every 3 months, right? I bought a product for $500. I'm gonna sell for $2,000. I'm netting about, after all fees, probably about $1,200. But we're gonna have to hold on it for 3 months. Does that bother me? No, because it's gonna sell at that certain time period. Because if it's always the same, right? You can see the trends on these things, and if we can sell it in 3 months, I'll buy it all day long, right? So it doesn't matter too much how fast it sells, but this moves really fast. So we know this is a great product. See this monthly sales and the daily sales. This is a product we're looking for. Again, we know. Okay, so who owns the buy box? Grit Inc. owns the buy box, fulfilled by Amazon. So they own the buy box. This is the price we have to beat, right? So let's say for this product right here, I'm gonna send them an offer. This is kind of skipping a little bit. I'm gonna send them an offer real fast just because we have this up on the screen. I'm gonna send them $200. Let's see if we can grab it. Okay, so we sent an offer to these guys. I'm gonna jump into making offers later in the section, but I just want to show you guys this is a good product because this guy might even hit us back up. Again, what is the minimum? So let's say that 30%. Let's go 35%, make it easy. So let's say 35% is our minimum we're able to spend. So I need to buy this at $230, hit our price point, and then that would be a great buying product. A great buying product is just that you can make margin on it, and then so you need to have, does it sell well? If this is yes, then you can look for it to buy, right? If it does not sell well, then it's a no, and that becomes you don't need to be able to buy it, right? You don't want to buy it because if it doesn't sell well, you don't want to buy it. The goal of the business is the best way to build a business out is to find people that are already buying something and then just deliver that product to them, right? Especially at these, like, so I would call like eBay, Amazon marketplace is a level 2 business, right? There's level 1 businesses, I would say, is like garage selling and eBay. This is a little more difficult, but has higher scale. Level 3 business is what we're doing, right? Is we're building out products and softwares to help people, right? And that's level 3 business. So that's something that's kind of extra topic. I think is kind of interesting. But again, this is a good product to buy. This product, good product to sell. Again, this would be a great product. I offered them on this product. I can get it for $230 max. This becomes a good product to buy. That's what you can tell that is a good buying product and a good selling product in this lesson. Again, next lesson, we're going to jump into something different, but let's keep heading on. If you need to rewatch this, you can always rewatch this. This course is for you guys. If you had any questions, jump in the Facebook group. We're starting to get into some deeper level stuff.